Hope you're all still awake. Late Night Mega here, and I did level up Pharaoh and Hypno just a little bit. I know I'm a few levels under level. We have trainers to deal with in here though, like this guy. And you can see Koga in the middle there. Strategy without brute strength. Well, I do that a lot. Juggler. Jugglers typically have Pokemon that annoy the crap out of me. Actually, Hypno versus Hypno isn't going to be bad because he can't put me to sleep. And I can flinch him. I can get really lucky and get double flinch. Let's go for the triple. Okay, well, Psychic's not going to be a problem. Yeah, even though this is a Poison-type gym, there's going to be a lot of people using Drowsy and Hypnos in here. Go figure. As I'm going to pretty much solo this gym with Hypno. I'll come over here and deal with you. Yeah, there's going to be kind of a weird variety of it. Yeah, here's Drowsy again. So, the reason these things are appearing in a Poison-type gym is because they have Poison Gas. Yeah, I'm serious. That's... We didn't need a demonstration. Just use your head. Oh, Kadabra Hypno can deal with this. Wait, why the heck is Kadabra in here? What does this have to do with poison types? Nobody knows. Oh, come on, really? How am I faster than Kadabra? Future Sight, that's an attack that's going to damage us. Well, it's not going to damage us. It would damage us in a couple of turns. Okay, so let's go out and heal up. Because I can see exactly where this gym is heading. The smart thing to do would be to go along the other routes, I believe it's like 12, 13, 14, and battle all of those trainers and level up some more. But we're not doing that. Because again, I want to get Omanyte. I want to get Omanyte in this part. That's my goal. The other issue with this area is we haven't really seen it yet. Magician Once Upon a Time. Oh yes, Gym of Ninjas. This is going to take me back to my Luocaran hack days with Dr. Novocaine, because this gym has invisible walls. If you're not sure what I'm talking about with my collaboration with Dr. Novocaine, go check out some of the Luocaran playlists. They're like hacks of mostly Mega Man 3, but there's some other Mega Man games in there as well. And one of them, we run into invisible walls. A lot. Actually, that happens in a couple of them. And playing a Mega Man game with invisible walls is not as fun as it sounds. That's not fun at all. You just kind of die randomly because, you know, there's invisible walls. Yeah, we're at level 40, so that's a good thing. We might reach 41 by the time we fight Koga here. And yeah, I know I don't normally, have this much of a disparity between the levels on my Pokemon teams, like ever, but this is like I said, this is a special case. I want to get Omanyte, and I want to start training it early. That way I'm not trying to just cram everything in at the end. Instead, we're just going to cram a bunch in now, and then, oh, hi there. Long history of using animals? Oh. Tamer Edgar. Edgar, he's the king from Figaro. Let's just make all sorts of references in this. We still haven't run into any invisible walls yet, which is a miracle in itself. Intimidate, I don't care about Intimidate. Arbok, I don't care about Arbok. Although, at least we finally have, you know, some poison types in the poison type gym. Yeah, this gym likes to use statuses a lot, if you couldn't tell. You know, Arbok will probably glare you or poison you. Ooh, Sandslash. Oh. Well, we do have a reason for Venusaur here. Wait, Sandslash, what does this thing have to do with poison? What? I don't know. That should one-shot the thing. A woo. Aha, invisible walls. So you kinda just have to work your way around here. We have a couple more trainers. Hi there. Stop right there. Yeah, they do. Invisible walls are frustrating. Fortunately, this isn't that big of a gym, although in... Hi there. Let's see if we can do this. That's not helping. I am shocked that didn't work. Okay, this... Back to Venusaur. Back to Venusaur. I haven't been to Venusaur yet. Oh, okay, that's why it's in the Poison Gym, because it has Poison Sting. Oh, this is ridiculous. Hello, why didn't that kill it? This must be like a more especially defensive nature, or something. Yep, here comes an Arbok. I am Psychic, and you're dead. Hey, we're 41. Awesome. This is also going to be probably the last time you'll see Hypno usage for a while. Master Koga. We're a 10-year-old kid. I descended from a robot named Mega Man. Ha, how's that? So sometimes these jugglers will switch Pokemon in battle, which not a lot of the AI trainers ever tend to do. So that's interesting. I appreciate that drowsy missing. Yeah, this gym can really throw you off if you're not prepared to deal with stuff like this. I'm higher level, so I win. That's pretty much how this is going to go. I'm also flinching him, so I win. Critical hit, that works. Again, I would have liked to have had the Shadow Ball TM before coming in here. But that would still require... How much money do we have? 53, we need 90,000. Yeah, we're not close to that yet. I mean, maybe I could get somewhere if I sold some things. I'm supposed to be at the top. Tippy top, tippy top. There we go. And we come around this guy. And I also think they changed this maze from the original red, blue, yellow days. Although in the original red, blue, yellow, given the graphics on the floor, you could still tell, like, clearly where the invisible walls were. So they were invisible walls, but they were marked invisible walls. Does that even make sense? Just take my word for it. Just like you're taking my word that Flareon would have been a really good Pokemon. Okay. However, I think in this one, it's changed up to the point where... Okay, maybe it's not changed to the point where you go that way to get to Koga. Yeah, not all these trainers are required to battle. Ah, there we go. Hi there, Koga. Fwahaha. I do challenge you. Shiver with mirth. Well, you can't... Well, you can't put my Hypno to sleep. Okay, so this Koga is actually going to use poison types. He's going to have coughing. He'll probably have a... He should have a wheezing and a muck. He should have a Venomoth as well. But see, he has coughing. This is what I'm talking about with gym leaders just having throwaway Pokemon. Muck is not a throwaway Pokemon, so I appreciate this. I know I won't be able to one-shot this with Psychic. That's bad. Okay, that's really bad. I should just go for the Psychics. Yeah, see, it's a 2... Oh, the special defense fell. Please don't poison. Thank you. This could get dangerous, too. Because he does have a level 43. Coughing. Do you not have a Wheezing? Or do you not have a Venomoth? You're supposed to have a Venomoth. Maybe I'm just thinking of his yellow team. Yay. Speaking of which, I remember, like, fighting Venonats from some of the trainers in here to Wheezing. Oh, here we go. Yes, it worked. Alright. I guess second time is a charm on that. Full heal. You know, that's okay. Because he's not doing anything else this turn, so... Oh. I knew Wheezing didn't have as much special defense as Muck, but I didn't know it was going to be that low. Cool. Well, now that we have the Soul Badge... Yeah, it lets us use Surf outside of battle. We needed that. And TM6 is Toxic, which is actually a pretty good move. I mean, you could give it to Venusaur. In Generation 1 games, you could have Venusaur or just anything that had Leech Seed and Toxic, and the two effects would stack with each other. So Leech Seed, as Toxic built up and dealt more damage, so would Leech Seed as well. That was not the way that it was intended, and that was corrected in future generations from like Gen 2 onward. So yeah, there was a lot of things that were wrong mechanically with Gen 1. But yeah, that is something you can do in the Gen 1 games, is stack Toxic and Leech Seed, and then you're draining like half their health off of the Leech Seed. Now what we need to do... I don't want to fight swimmers. I just want to fish. So let's go to our bag. And let's use our good rod. It was so good, we didn't even catch anything. Yeah, I don't have a Pokemon that can actually use Surf, so I need to get a Pokemon that can use Surf. so that we can go get another Pokemon that can use Surf, that being Omanyte. I did mention this earlier that we do get a... I think I mentioned it earlier. We get a free Lapras. Ooh. Level 11, huh? You know, I did use a Horsey or Seadra before in my previous Fire Red Nuzlocke, and I was pretty impressed with the thing. I liked it. It was one of those kind of fast but a little bit frail sort of things. It was a bit more physical defensive. Had okay physical defense. What the heck am I even doing? Go Great Ball. Yeah! That was my first encounter for that route, so hooray, we got a Horsey. And with that, we can go horsing around. Oh boy. Yep, let's get out of here. Actually, let's teach this thing Surf before... TMK's open, Surf. You get to learn Surf. Machine set. Yeah. Hooray. We do have one other thing to do. Now, the intended way to get to Cinnabar Island is to take Route 19 here, go through the Seafoam Islands, and then arrive here. Problem is, Seafoam Islands are kind of a pain in the butt. And I don't feel like dealing with that. So what I always did as a kid, I almost always skipped the Seafoam Islands unless I was trying to capture Articuno because I found the place really annoying. So I just go back to Pallet Town and surf to the south. It's a much shorter way to get to Cinnabar Island. There is... Well, this is going to be our Route 21 encounter now. It's a Tentacool. Put it to sleep. And this is kind of the problem with trying to grind on wild Pokemon in the first few generations of games. Whether it's Kanto region or Johto region, the wild Pokemon levels just don't scale very well with your levels. So you can see we're fighting a level 5 here. Don't make me use a Great Ball. Just don't. Tentacool and Fine, I'll use the Great Ball, would you? That's gonna do so much. They're water poison types. So again, poison adding, psychic type weakness and a ground type weakness, while it doesn't really do anything for the water type itself. I'm going to try another Pokeball. If this doesn't work, we'll do the Great Ball. Okay, we'll do the Great Ball. Yeah, that worked. That worked just fine. Alright. But the poison does give Tentacool... Actually, it does stop his weakness to grass, and it just turns into a normal weakness. It gives him a resistance to fighting as well, which I find that interesting. I'm going to skip most of these trainers, as long as I can help it. Because I believe their Pokemon would be a higher level than I would prefer. Of course, if you're level 9 against level 33, it really doesn't matter if you're weak to grass or not. If I run into one, I'll fight him, but... You're gonna make me. You're not gonna make me. Ha! I think some of the levels here are a little bit higher than I would prefer to have my Venusaur fight against, and I know they'll include some tentacruel things that I would rather, you know, level up on other stuff. Darn you! I don't want to feel the sun and wind. Actually, I like feeling the sun and wind. I like swimming. Swimmer rolling. Let's see what his... Yeah, see? We're at level 32 already. Well, this is why we're leading with Venusaur. See, I told you this would get some more use. Hey, we leveled up. Primeape needs to level up some more, too. Tentacool. It's kind of squishy physically. But we're still gonna... it's level 32. We're gonna treat this one with some care. Because this one might take a little bit more. I could give Venusaur strength, which wouldn't be a terrible idea. In fact, I'm going to do that after this battle, because it really doesn't need tackle. It's not going to get too many great moves to go in that particular spot. So just a more powerful physical attack there might be good. Just for hitting things from a physical side, or things that might resist grass but not be resistant to normal, you know. Like if I'm putting Venusaur up against poison types. There's a Seadra. They're pretty weak on the special defensive side. I'm kind of surprised I outsped that, though, but this is a trained Venusaur that's been given who knows how many speed EVs. Yeah, in my last Fire Red Nuzlocke, I ended up having to give Venusaur Cut. I wasn't as happy about that. Okay, to Cinnabar. We're gonna go to Cinnabar this way. Haha, we're here. The fiery town of Burning Desire. That's an interesting description. There's the gym, the hot-headed quizmaster. How can you lock the gym door? That doesn't make sense. There's actually not a lot to this island. We're gonna go in here and use this, though. Man, now I have to debate on which one do I want to get first, Ice Beam or Shadow Ball. I'm probably going to go for... It's basically a contest of, do I want to hit flying types for super effective, or do I want to hit psychic types for super effective? And since the next gym is going to be psychic types, I'm probably going to go with Shadow Ball. That's still going to be a ways down the road, but actually it's not going to be too far down the road, and we're going to have to fight psychics. We're going to need Hypno to know Shadow Ball very soon here. Alright, but this place... Yes, bring you rare Pokemon. This is the Pokemon lab thingy. If we have a Raichu, we can trade it for an Electrode, but if you want to do that. There's really no real reason to make that trade, because you can already capture Venonat for Tangela. Huh. Oh, and that grass just south of Pallet Town, you can capture a Tangela if you want one. Or you can trade it there. You know, the trades can be interesting for Nuzlocking. I don't want to learn Metronome. Metronome is a move that will just use a completely random move, and it's not what we want to be doing. Because you could end up doing things like there's all sorts of trades here. None of them are really necessary. You can capture all of those Pokemon on your own, either version. Haha, this is what we want. Here you have the Helix fossil. Will take a little time. Okay. Well, we shall burn a little time. I believe you just have to go into a different building and exit that building and come back. It might take longer. I don't know. It might take so long that it could take until... Okay, it didn't take as... I was about to make a cliffhanger joke. Come on, you ruined it. 5? You're not supposed to be level 5. Brave nature, so that reduces speed and ups physical attack. I do remember some of the natures. Level 5. Well, let's give this thing some TMs. And I guess we're gonna resort to switch training this thing for a little while. Hey, look, it can learn Surf. Ideally, I want to have Surf, Ice Beam, a Rock-type move, and... I don't know what else. I could probably learn Waterfalls, but that's not needed. Sunny Day, Taunt. Taunt could be interesting. Oh, can you learn Giga Drain? Venusaur can. It's only slightly stronger than... don't need Brick Break. Primeape kinda needs Brick Break, though. Shockwave. Can you learn Shockwave? And Meowth can, for some reason. Rock Tomb. Well... You know what? That gives you a Rock-type attack, since I can't give you Rock Slide. It's not really good at physical attacking, though, but this one's going to be a little bit better at physical attacking. Steel Wing. Yeah, wasn't I supposed to give this to... What am I even going to hit with Steel Wing? Steel beats Ice and Rock. Two types that I am not going to put Pharaoh in against. Oh, it can let Pharaoh hit Ghost types. Good enough of a reason for me. Besides, we all know that this thing has... Yeah, you don't need Pursuit. You're not going to do anything with that. This thing has plenty of room for better moves. Snatch. Okay. I remember in original Red and Blue, you would get this Omanyte at like level 25, or at least level 20. 20, 25, or 30 would have been the levels. We're going to have to switch train this thing. But fortunately, it will level up somewhat quickly at first. So what we're going to do... And yeah, I will show you the training because it's going to involve, you know, fighting a bunch of trainers that we haven't fought yet. Going back as far as Lavender Town. You remember there were some trainers north of there. Yeah, I know, we're also out of time too, so we're going to do this training next time.